evaluating animation can be more difficult than evaluating other genres. After all, many of our earliest TV memories are associated with an animated series, short, or special, and that impermeable nostalgia can be difficult to penetrate with traditional critical tools such as reason, logic, and other objective criteria. Today we are counting down top 10 funniest cartoon shows ever, so let's get straight to it. Before we begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that post notification bell so that you never miss a video here on Now Trending. Number 10. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob is a cheerful and innocent soul who lives in a pineapple under the sea, enjoys eating Krabby Patties, and hangs out with his friends Patrick and Starfish and Sandy the thrill-seeking squirrel. Steven Hillenburg, a marine biology enthusiast, came up with the absurdist underwater formula that appeals to both children and adults with its colorful palette, cheerful demeanor, and clean sense of fun. SpongeBob's unironic charms have spread throughout the world, inspiring comic books, theme park rides, films, and even a figure in Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. Number 9. Archer. The creators of Archer began with a couple of Adult Swim appearances in C-Lab 2021 and Frisky Dingo. Those laid the groundwork for Archer, which catapulted them into the sky. It started out as a raunchy James Bond parody, but it grew into so much more by becoming whatever it wanted to be. The show switched genres. It was launched into space. Throughout it all, Sterling Archer has remained an endlessly quotable character, his voice imprinted in our minds thanks to H. John Benjamin's work. Number 8. The Flintstones. The Flintstones, inspired by the Honeymooners, became the first primetime animated series and remained the most successful of its kind until The Simpsons came along 30 years later. Its satirical take on modern suburban culture, using absurd, anachronistic elements in a Stone Age setting, was the key to its appeal. The Flintstones was the first primetime animated series to be nominated for an Emmy, and it is still regarded as a classic more than half a century later. Number 7. The Bugs Bunny Show. The Bugs Bunny Show was more entertaining and downright hilarious than any previous animated series. The Bugs Bunny Show used the franchise's marquee character, the Wabbit himself, as a springboard to promote and popularize his cartoon cohorts, many of whom become beloved characters in their own right. In 1966, the show merged with another Catch Me If You Can trickster to become the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour, hysterically demonstrating the 1,001 ways to temporarily kill a coyote. Number 6. Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy alternates between a universe seemingly created by a stoner a few joints in and one dreamed up by that same stoner after discovering his stash of magical mushrooms. The action jumps between a dog whose head is about to burst with rage and a cat whose head has nothing in it to burst. Unsurprisingly, the show's creators frequently clashed with concerned network executives. Several episodes had violent, gruesome, or suggestive scenes cut or shortened, including one involving a severed head and a close-up of Ren's face grated against a man's stubby beard. Number 5. Family Guy. Family Guy, like other contemporary cartoons, gets away with comedy that would cause human-acted shows to be canceled, both by networks and by an overly sensitive society in general. Gay jokes, racist tropes, an insatiable neighbor's rapey antics, and even the frumpy daughter's frequent suicidal gestures are all leaned into without fear of repercussions. Refreshing offensiveness in the vein of Archie Bunker. Two of Family Guy's qualities stand out among the rest. First, the show recognizes and capitalizes on its target demographic, young and middle-aged men. Its epic, inside gag-riddled Star Wars parodies, starring Peter as Han, are a prime example. The second reason is that Stewie, the baby, is possibly the funniest cartoon character of all time. Stewie, a wisecracking, sexually ambiguous evil genius, facilitates between inventing interdimensional travel and not knowing his shapes. Number 4. Son of Zorn. Son of Zorn features an animated barbarian brute dropped into modern-day live-action society, complete with a human ex-wife and son. It's basically He-Man in the suburbs if He-Man made R-rated jokes and threatened to murder innocent people. The premise is that a warrior from the fictional island of Zephyria moves to Orange County, California to reconnect with his ex-wife, played by Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm, and his teenage son, Elangulon, nicknamed Alan. Zorn tries to pick up where he left off, but is constantly thrown off course because as he's a cartoon barbarian. Number 3. South Park. Trey Parker and Matt Stone debuted a crudely drawn cartoon on a little-known cable channel called Comedy Central a quarter century ago. South Park's pilot episode featured one of the children, Eric Cartman, being abducted by aliens while depicting the mountain town tribulations of 4 8-year-old boys. The title, Cartman Gets an Anal Probe, foreshadowed the groundbreaking offensive humor that was to follow. Number 2. The Simpsons. When you've been on the air for as long as The Simpsons, each year marks a new achievement. The show has already surpassed Gunsmoke in terms of the most episodes produced by a primetime scripted series in history, has completed its landmark 30th season, and will air its 30th Treehouse of Horror installment as the show's 666th episode next year. The people of Springfield will soon be under Disney's control, which could usher in a new era for what is unquestionably one of the most influential TV shows of all time. Number 1. Rick and Morty. There isn't much to say about this series that hasn't already been dissected and merchandised to oblivion by diehard fans and detractors alike. However, this juggernaut Adult Swim series retains a charming unpredictability that makes it worthwhile to tune in whenever new episodes are released. No show takes advantage of its limitless possibilities quite like this one, whether the title characters are traversing alternate dimensions or solving a series' best living room mystery surrounded by fanciful creations like Reverse Giraffe. So guys, you can let us know in the comments below what you want to see in the next video. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe now and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. And finally, thanks for watching.